Hello guys, this is teacher Salwa Ayad from Al Creative Schools. Today inshallah we're going to talk about the reported speech. This is unit number 7, lesson number 3 and page number 70. Please guys, keep your books closed and focus with me. So guys, in reported speech we need to know two important things. The first one is when to use the reported speech, and the second one is how to use it, how to form the reported sentences. Let's start to know the first one, which is when to use or why to use the reported speech. Look at this picture. In this picture we have two boys. The first one seems very hungry, so he says to his friend, "I need some food." His friend goes to his mother and his mother asks him, "What did your friend say?" The boy answers, "He said he needed some food." Now guys, look at the first sentence, this sentence. In this sentence, the boy, as we said, he seems very hungry, so he says directly to his friend, "I need some food." This one is the speaker and this is his sentence, so we call this type of sentences direct sentences, direct sentences. Now look at this sentence. In this sentence, this boy reported to his mother what his friend told him. So we call this type of sentences reported sentences, reported sentences. So from this we figure out that we use reported speech to report what somebody else said. Now guys, let's talk about the second important thing, which is how to form the reported sentences. In reported sentences, you need to change two important things. The first one is the verb. We're going to talk about it later. And the second thing is the pronouns and possessive adjective. Look at this. You need to change I into he or she. We to they. My to his or her. Our to their. Me to him or her. And us to them. You guys really need to understand these changes. Now guys, let's move to the second change, which is the verb. For now, we're going to focus on the present simple and the present continuous tenses. So what we have to do here is just to go one step backward to change the simple present into its simple past form, verb 1 into verb 2. For example, in this sentence, "I need some food," we have the pronoun I. As we said before, we have to change I into, yes, excellent, he or she. Because we don't know the speaker or the gender of the speaker, we don't know if the speaker is a girl or a boy, you can decide whether to change I into he or she. For me, I changed I into he. He. I into he. So after that, I have to use a very important word, which is said. Said, because as we said before, this is a reported speech. You report what somebody else said. It's not your words, so you have to use the word said. Who said this? He said it, okay? After that, you write he again, and you will start changing the verb. This is the verb need. Need is verb 1, simple present verb. So what you have to do, as we said before, is just to go one step backward, which means that you have to change need into its simple past form, which is needed. Need into needed. And you complete the sentence as it is, some food, some food. Okay, guys? Now, guys, let's explore more examples to make it clear for you. Look at this example. Can you guys make this sentence in its reported speech form? Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. In this sentence, I have the pronoun I have the verb like, and I have the possessive adjective my. So, as we said before, because we don't know the gender of the speaker, we can use she or he. I changed I into she for this time. She, and we follow she by the word said, as we said before. She said, she, and we have the verb like. Like, as we said, it's a simple present verb, so I have to change it in its simple past tense. So, like becomes liked, liked. What about my? We said before that we have to change my into her or his. Because I used she in the beginning, I have to use her. If I used he instead of she, so I have to use his. Okay? He is a boy and she is a girl. We use his bag for the boy and we use her bag for the girl. Now look at the third example. This is our classroom. In this sentence we have the verb is and we have the possessive adjective are. Okay, so we have two changes. Can you give me your answers? Okay, now let's see the correct answer. Check your answers, please. So here, this is our classroom. Because we don't have a pronoun at the beginning of the sentence, we suppose that the one who is speaking is a girl. One girl, we use she. You can use he, you can use they, you can use we, whatever the pronoun that you want to use it if you don't know the gender of the speaker. Okay, after that you have to use is in its simple past form, which is was. Is, was. Okay, so after that you have to change the possessive adjective to its reported speech form, which is there. So we changed our to there and we complete the sentence as it is classroom. Now guys, let's talk about the second tense, which is the present continuous. In the present continuous, we have to do the same that we did in the simple present tense. We have to go one step backward, so which means that we have to change the present continuous to its past continuous form, which means that we have to change is and am to was and are to were. For example, Sarah is watching TV. In this example, we know the speaker or the gender of the speaker. She is a girl, so we have to change Sarah to she. Okay? After that, we have the verb is watching. Is watching. What we have to do here, as we said before, is to change is into was. This is the only change that we have in this sentence. So the reported sentence becomes she said she was watching TV. Now look at the second example, which is I'm living in my house. We have the pronoun I, and we have the possessive adjective, my. So we have to change the three things. The first one is I, the second one is am, and the third one is my. Okay? So the sentence becomes, he said he was living in his house. I changed I to he. As we said before, you can use he or she if the pronoun I and the speaker is not known. Okay, so you can use he or she. But if you chose to use he, you have to use his instead of my, okay? You have to change my into his or her, as we said before. But because we use the pronoun he, we have to use his house, okay? So what if the pronoun was she? What if I changed I into she? What will happen? The sentence becomes as the following. She said she was living in her house, okay? So after that, what you have to change is the verb am. Here we have the verb am. We changed am, as we said before, to its past tense, which is was, okay? So the sentence becomes, he said he was living in his house. Now look at the last example. We're having our breakfast. In this example, we have the pronoun we and the possessive adjective plus the verb itself, which is are having. In this sentence, we have to change we into they. We into they, as we said before. This is why I asked you to understand the changes. You have to memorize every change in this sentence, okay? And after that, we changed are into were. As we said before, we have to change are into were. And we've changed our to there also. We have to memorize this change. Okay guys, that's everything for now. What I want from you is to make a self-assessment. You have to do the following homeworks: class book page 70, exercise number 3, workbook page 60, exercise number 1, 2, and 3, and booklet page 6, exercise number 1. I want from each one of you to practice this at home. This will make it easier for you to understand how to form reported sentences. Guys, I'm going to give you the correct answer of each one of these exercises after you answer them by yourself, okay? Just answer them by yourself and you're going to have the correct answers soon, inshallah.